Hey, I wanted to share something with you, something that I was reminded of through Facebook memories. I'm just sitting here in my art studio. This is actually my fifth art studio. My first one being my bedroom in my mom's house. Painted a lot of pictures there. Second one being when I got married, my kitchen in my in-law suite. Third one was actually the tandem paint booth that my in-laws let me use to park my cars, of which I did for a short time until I started drawing on the cars. And then I was like, you know what? This is going to be my art studio now. And I painted many pictures in there and created all sorts of art. And then we eventually moved out to our own place where I commandeered one of the bedrooms, used that temporarily until this was ready, where I've been busy ever since. And do you see this right here? Not my art, it says, with two arrows pointing to this piece. I didn't want people thinking I painted this. But you know how you could tell even if it didn't say not my art? This was created using tools, probably paintbrushes. And today, Facebook reminded me that 13 years ago, 2012, today, I decided to start finger painting. Now, this is not the best finger painting I've ever done. It's not very good. I actually wasn't very good at any sort of painting back then. Maybe I'm still not. I guess that's up to you, the audience, to decide. And I didn't even know that I would like painting. It was actually thanks to my friend Jolene who suggested that we paint because our day of urban exploring was ruined by the weather. I'm so glad that I'm so glad that she suggested that because look at my wall. You know how many paintings I've done on this wall? I'm not sure. But it's a big, huge, splattery mess. Mostly because I fling paint and I like to paint really big. This is typically about the smallest I do. And that's an early piece. See, I was not very good. Not a very good likeness of Bob Marley. I'm actually going to revamp that. And that's another early piece. I was getting a little bit better. This one's a little bit later. This one's just a couple years ago. I think that I've evolved a little bit. I haven't painted a lion again. Maybe that should be my next painting. Should I try to finger paint another lion? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, though I still sometimes use brushes depending on the genre or style that I'm going for. Back then, I didn't want to limit myself to one specific genre or style. Same goes for now. I still occasionally use brushes, but I'm so glad that I found finger painting. Actually, because of laziness. I would paint a picture, not wash the brushes because I was too lazy. I'd paint late into the night. Those would get dry and crusty from acrylic paint. Then I'd have to go buy more, but they were expensive. Too expensive for me, and so finger painting. Anyway, I thought that would be fun to share. Thank you for the support over the years.